We're going to work some problems out today on scratch paper. So you need to label your scratch paper. Monday, October 26th. Make sure every piece of scratch paper that you use, you label Monday, October 26th. You can staple them together or paperclip them together to make it easier for me to find your work. So we're going to be adding and subtracting mixed numbers today. You took notes on this on Friday. So the first problem is 2 1/4, 2 1/4, plus 1 1/5. So the first step is to get mad. So we get mad and we turn both of these mixed numbers into improper fractions. So we multiply the whole number times the denominator. 2 times 4 is 8. We add our numerator. 8 plus 1 more is 9. Our denominator stays the same. We do the same thing again. Multiply our whole number times our denominator. 1 times 5 is 5. We add our numerator. 5 plus 1 more is 6. Our denominator stays the same. We find a common denominator after we get mad. Our common denominator is going to be 20. What did we do to 4 to get to 20? We multiplied by 5, and 9 times 5 is 45. What did we do to 5 to get to 20? We multiplied by 4, and 6 times 4 is 24. Now we add 45 plus 24, which is 69. Our denominator stays the same, 69/20. This is an improper fraction, so we have to convert it back to a mixed number. We put the top in the box, bum. 20 goes into 69 3 times with a remainder of 9. So that is 3 9/20. Our second problem, number 2, 3 1/5 minus 2 1/4. We're going to get mad and turn them both into improper fractions. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 1 more is 16. Denominator stays the same. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 more is 9. Denominator stays the same. I have the same denominators again, so I'm going to use 20 for my common denominator again. What did I do to 5 to get to 20? I multiplied by 4. I cannot multiply 16 times 4 in my head, so I'm going to go over here to the side. 16 times 4, 64. What did I do to 4 to get to 20? I multiplied by 5, and 9 times 5 is 45. I cannot subtract this in my head, so I'm going to go to the side. 64 minus 45. I'm going to have to do some regrouping, and that is 19. 19/20. It is not improper. It is already simplified. That is my final answer. Number 3, 1 1/5 plus 2 1/3. I'm going to get mad and turn them into improper fractions. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 more is 6. Denominator stays the same. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. Denominator stays the same. My common denominator is 15. What did I do to 5 to get to 15? I multiplied it by 3. And 6 times 3 is 18. What did I do to 3 to get to 15? I multiplied by 5. And 7 times 5 is 35. I'm going to add. I can't do that in my head, so I'm going to add 18 plus 35 off to the side. 13, 3, 4, 53. Denominator stays 15. It's an improper fraction, so I'm going to put the top in the box. Put the top in the box. 53 divided by 15 is 3. 3 times 15 is 45. Do some regrouping. And I get 8. So my whole number is my quotient, 3. My quotient is my whole number. My remainder, 8. Denominator stays the same, 3 and 8/15. Number 4, 7 and 1/5 minus 4 and 1/3. We're going to get mad and turn them into improper fractions. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 1 more is 36. Denominator stays the same. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 more is 13. Denominator stays the same. I have the same denominators I did over here. My common denominator is going to be 15 again. What did I do to 5 to get to 15? I multiplied by 3. I'm going to go off to the side and multiply 36 times 3. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 more is 10. 108. What did I do to 3 to get to 15? I multiplied by 5. And 13 times 5 is, 5 times 3 is 15, 65. I'm going to subtract 108 minus 65. 43. 43 divided by 15. 15 goes into 43 2 times with a remainder of 13. 2 and 13, denominator stays the same, 15ths. It cannot be simplified. All right, number 5 is 3 and 1/3 plus 4 and 5/7. So if I were you, I would pause the video right now and I would get mad and find my common denominator, then unpause the video and see if you did it correctly. So 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 more is 10/3. 4 times 7 is 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33/7. Your common denominator is going to be 21. 3 times 7 is 21, and 7 times 10 is 70. 7 times 3 is 21, and 33 times 3 is 99. 99 plus 70 is 169. Denominator stays the same. Hopefully you got that same thing. Now we're going to divide because that's an improper fraction. 169 divided by 21. So that goes in there 8 times. 8 times 21 is 168 with a remainder of 1. So our quotient 8 is our whole number. Our remainder 1 is our new numerator, and our denominator stays the same. Number 6, 4 and 2/7 minus 3 and 1/3. We're going to get mad. You should pause the video and work it out and then unpause the video to see if you get it correctly. It's 28, 30, 70ths. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 more is 10/3. Common denominator is still going to be 21. Multiply 7 times 3 to get to 21. 30 times 3 is 90. Multiply 3 times 7 to get to 21. 10 times 70 is 70. 90 minus 70 is 20. 21st. It is not improper. It cannot be simplified. Hopefully you got the same thing. All right, we're going to do 2 more together. Number 7 is 2 and 3/4 plus 1 and 2/5. And number 8 is going to be 4 and 2/5 minus 3 and 3/4. So if I were you, I would pause the video right now, work both of those out, then unpause the video and check your work. 4 times 2 is 8, 9, 10, 11 fourths. 5, 6, 7 fifths. Common denominator is going to be 20. Multiply 4 times 5 to get to 20, and 11 times 5 is 55. We multiply 4 times 5 to get to 20, and 7 times 4 is 28. That's supposed to be an addition problem. I wrote the wrong sign. So I'm going to add 55 plus 28. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 5, 6, 7, 8. 83 twentieths. We're going to divide 83 by 20 because that's an improper fraction. So that is 4. Remainder 3 twentieths. Hopefully you got the same thing. Now we're going to get mad again. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 2 more is 22 fifths. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 3 more is 15 fourths. Common denominator is 20. We multiplied 5 times 4 to get to 20. 22 times 4 is 88. We multiplied 4 times 5 to get to 20. 15 times 5 is 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. We're going to subtract 88 minus 75, which is 13 twentieths. You do not have to convert to a mixed number, and you do not have to simplify. We did 8 problems together. You're going to have a couple to do on your own now. 9, 4 2/3 plus 1 2/5. Number 10, 7 2/5 minus 5 2/3. You need to write those down. Number 11, 8/9 minus, yes, this is going to be a minus one, minus 13/18. Notice they're not mixed numbers, so you don't have to get mad. Number 12, 5 2/3 plus 4 3/5. That is an addition problem. And the very last one, number 13, 2 1/4 minus 1 3/8. That is 5 problems to do on your own, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So you need to pause the video and work those 5 problems out. When you unpause the video, you will see the 5 answers, but you will not see the work that goes with them. You need to work them out yourself. So you should have already worked out 9 through 13. Here are the answers for 9 through 13. On 9, 10, and 12, you had to take your improper fraction and correctly convert it to a mixed number. On number 11, you had to simplify it. This is the simplified answer. If you didn't get this answer, maybe it's because you didn't simplify. So check and see if your answer can be simplified to 1/6. And on number 13, you didn't have to convert to a mixed number or simplify. You simply got the answer. So if you got these wrong, you can send me an email. I can help you out. You can ask me in a Zoom meeting, or you can work them out again until you get the right answer.